In today's video, I'm going to show you how to enable and use the time zone picker in Google Calendar so you can manage meetings across different regions with confidence. This is especially helpful if you work with clients, teammates, or family in different time zones because it helps you avoid confusion, missed meetings, and accidental scheduling mistakes. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick Google Calendar tips and productivity guides. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open Google Calendar on your computer. Once you're in, look for the Settings gear icon in the top right corner and click it. From the menu, choose Settings. This will open the full Google Calendar settings page where you can customize how your calendar behaves. On the left side, under the General section, click Time Zone. This is where Google Calendar lets you manage your primary time zone and add an extra one if you need to keep track of another region at the same time. Now turn on Display Secondary Time Zone. Once you enable that option, a second time zone field will appear. Choose the additional time zone you want to display from the drop-down list. For example, you might select New York if you're based in London, or London if you're based in New York. If you'd like, you can also give it a label so it's easier to recognize at a glance. A simple label like New York or London can make your calendar much clearer, especially if you switch between multiple locations often. After that, go back to your calendar view. You should now see the secondary time zone displayed alongside your main time zone, which makes it much easier to compare times before you schedule anything. This is one of the biggest benefits of the feature because it helps you visually line up events without needing to calculate offsets in your head every single time. Next, let's look at how to use the time zone picker when creating or editing an event. Open any event or create a new one, and look next to the event's time. You should see a time zone option. Click that and then choose the time zone you want the event to use. This is very useful when you're scheduling something for another region, because the event will stay accurate even if your own calendar is set to a different time zone. Once you've selected the correct time zone, set the event time as needed and then click Save. Google Calendar will now store that event using the time zone you chose, which helps make sure everyone sees the correct time no matter where they are located. And that's it. You now know how to enable the secondary time zone display in Google Calendar, and how to use the time zone picker for individual events. This small setting can make a huge difference if you regularly coordinate across locations. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and leave a comment if you'd like to see more Google Calendar tips in the future.